So yesterday I have explained about the qualitative meaning of magnetic field, about the old concept of magnetic field and what is the new concept. So I am just revising those points once again. So number one, we are surrounded by the Earth's magnetic field. Earth's magnetic field is everywhere present on the Earth's surface. It is believed that there is a fixous magnet inside the Earth. ये माना जाता है कि अर्थ के अंदर एक क्या है, इमेजिनरी मैग्नेट है. एक्चुअली में ऐसा कोई मैग्नेट नहीं है अर्थ के अंदर. ये दिस इज जस्ट एन एजम्पशन. इट इज बिलीव्ड दैट देयर इज ए फिक्सियस मैग्नेट. This is the geographical axis of the Earth. This is geographical north and this is geographical south. It is clear. And the fixous magnet which is present inside the Earth, its south pole is in the northern hemisphere and north pole is in the southern hemisphere. मतलब ये जो अर्थ मैग्नेट है इसका साउथ पोल नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर में है and north is in the southern hemisphere. That's why when you suspend a magnet freely, when you suspend a magnetic needle freely, तो उस magnetic needle का north pole इधर होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि north और south आमने सामने होंगे. नॉर्थ नॉर्थ हम नहीं कर सकते, साउथ साउथ नहीं कर सकते. क्यों नहीं कर सकते? Because they repel. It is clear. And when you bring the magnetic needle here, then the south pole will point towards it. So this is called as the magnetic north. This point is called magnetic north and this is the magnetic south. So earth is having its own permanent magnetic field, but what is the source of earth's magnetic field? It is still not concretely known. Means the concrete source is not known. What is the source of the earth's magnetic field? But this is a true fact that earth is having a magnetic field. Second is there are some magnetic materials and these magnetic materials are either made up of iron, nickel, cobalt or the alloys of these materials. Magnetic materials, these are made up of iron, nickel, cobalt or alloys of these materials, and these materials can be magnetized. Means suppose if you have an iron piece, so we can make a magnet from this iron piece, and when you will make a magnet, what will happen? What special property it will achieve? It will start attracting the other magnetic materials. दूसरे मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल्स को ये अट्रैक्ट करने लगेगा. दिस इज नोन एज मैग्नेट एंड द रीजन अराउंड द मैग्नेट इज नोन एज द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. जो मैग्नेट के चारों ओर का रीजन होता है उसको क्या कहते हैं? मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कहते हैं. नाउ वन मोर थिंग, देयर इज अ टर्म मैग्नेटिक कंपास व्हिच आई हैव टोल्ड. मैग्नेटिक कंपास, it is a small magnetized needle which is feebly magnetized. मतलब मैग्नेटिक कंपास में क्या होता है? एक मैग्नेटिक निडल होती है जिसकी मैग्नेटिक स्ट्रेंथ बहुत ही कम होती है. एंड व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ दिस? सो इट्स यूज इज टू डिटरमाइन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एंड टू प्लॉट द मैग्नेटिक लाइंस ऑफ फोर्स ऑफ ए बार मैग्नेट. Now see here, what is the meaning of external magnetic field? External magnetic field means other than the Earth's magnetic field. Because the Earth's magnetic field is everywhere present. It cannot be removed. It's clear? And if we place a magnetic compass on a horizontal surface at any point on the Earth's surface, it will always align in the north-south direction. मतलब अगर हम एक क्या है मैग्नेटिक कंपास को अर्थ के सरफेस पर हॉरिजॉन्टली कहीं भी रखें, व्हाट विल हैपन? इट विल ऑलवेज अलाइन इन द नॉर्थ साउथ डायरेक्शन, एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस वी डिटरमाइन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ नॉर्थ एंड व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ साउथ. इट इज क्लियर? सो in the absence of any external magnetic field, magnetic compass stays in the north-south direction. If we suspend a magnet freely in the Earth's magnetic field, it will align itself in what direction? In the north-south direction. मतलब अगर ये मैग्नेट है, इसको हम एक थ्रेड से बांध के लटका दे, what will happen? It will stay in the north-south direction. In other direction, it will not stay. It's clear? But as soon as you bring some magnet near to it, what will happen? Now its direction will be changed. Its direction will be changed. Now it will stay in some other direction. You can see here, suppose there is no magnetic field in this region. Magnetic compass is staying in this direction. Means this is the north direction and this is the south direction. Now as soon as you will bring a magnet near to it, जैसे ही हम इसके पास में एक मैग्नेट ले आएंगे, so now what will happen? In this region, two magnetic fields will start acting. दो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इस रीजन में सेटअप हो जाएंगी. कौन कौन सी? एक तो अर्थ की मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विच इज परमानेंटली, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का सिंबल क्या है? बी है. मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कैसी क्वांटिटी है? वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है. सो देयर इज वन अर्थ्स मैग्नेटिक फील्ड which is existing in what direction? In the north south direction. And other is the earth's magnetic field. Other is the magnet's magnetic field. Other is the magnet's magnetic field. Therefore this compass will not stay in this direction. It will stay in some other direction. ये किसी कुछ दूसरी डायरेक्शन में स्टे करेगा. And what will be that direction? That is decided by the resultant of these two magnetic fields. That is decided by the resultant of, resultant means vector sum of these two magnetic fields. It is clear? So all of you remember one thing, and if you write down also, you keep on writing the important points. Magnetic compass, which is a small magnetized needle, it always stays in the north-south direction at any point on the Earth's surface. But if it is staying in some other direction, then it means what? It means there is some external magnetic field is also present besides the Earth's magnetic field. If it is staying in some other direction, then there is some external magnetic field besides the Earth's magnetic field. It is clear? So with the help of magnetic compass, we can know that whether there is some external magnetic field in that region or not. It's clear? So this is the one thing about the magnetic compass. Then one more thing, this magnet, it is having two poles, north pole and south pole. Earlier it was believed that north pole is producing magnetic field and south pole is producing magnetic field. Means they are independently producing their own magnetic field. But later it was found that there is no evidence of producing independent north and south pole. There is no evidence of having independent north and south pole. Therefore, this fact has been disregarded. Now it has become an obsolete theory that north pole and south pole produces magnetic field. Magnetic field is produced by a magnet which is having never separable two poles, which is having never separable north and south pole. Means it is the north pole and south pole together producing the magnetic field. Alone they cannot. Alone they cannot produce magnetic field. That's why it is known as, magnet is known as dipole. Magnet को क्या कहते हैं? Magnetic dipole. Why do we say dipole? Di means two and it is having two poles, therefore dipole. Magnetic dipole. It is just like an electric dipole. It is clear? Electric dipole produces electric field. Magnetic dipole produces magnetic field. So this you will also remember. Then one thing I have explained you, there is another way of determining the knowing the about the presence of magnetic field, external magnetic field in any region. Cathode ray tube. As you know that cathode rays are what? Cathode rays are the fast moving electrons. And when we place when we create a magnetic field in this, what will happen? When magnetic field is created, then these cathode rays deflect. These electrons deflect from their path. Means as long as there is no magnetic field in their path, electrons are going straight. But as soon as the magnetic field is created, they deviate from their path. वो अपने path से deviate कर जाते. Similar observation has been obtained with the anode rays. Anode rays, it is the fast moving stream of positively charged particles. As long as there is no magnetic field, anode rays are going straight. But when you will create the magnetic field, they deviate from their path. All these things yesterday I explained in the diagram. It's clear. So from this experiment, you can conclude that moving charge particle experiences force when they pass through a region of magnetic field. And this leads to the new definition, modern definition of magnetic field. It leads to the modern definition of magnetic field. So you can see here, how will you describe the magnetic field? Magnetic field means MF. It's clear. It is that region in which a moving charge experiences force. Yesterday I have told one formula, Lorentz formula. So this is the modern concept of magnetic field. If the definition of magnetic field is asked, you will write this. It's clear. It is that region in which a moving charge experiences force. Now see here, there is one Lorentz formula. Lorentz formula. This formula was given by a scientist whose name was Lorentz. And according to this, if a charge, whether it is positively charged or negatively charged, but I have taken here positively charged, it is moving in a magnetic field B with a velocity V. Velocity and magnetic field both are vector quantity. It is clear. Here charge is Q, making an angle theta from the direction of motion. So how much force will act upon the charge? इस charge पर कितना force लगेगा? So that force will be the magnetic force, and it is given by vector F equals to Q vector V cross vector B. Now see here, what is the magnitude of this vector product? It is the velocity vector, it is the magnetic field vector. The angle between both the directions is theta. So what is its magnitude? It is V into B into sine theta. It is clear. So what is the magnitude of this force? F equals to Q V B sine theta. Now one more thing, which I have not told yesterday. What will be the direction of the force on the positive charge? So direction of force on the positive charge will be along V cross B, along V cross B. And what will be the V cross B? It will be perpendicular to the vector V as well as perpendicular to the vector B. Here you can see, in this diagram, you can see that vector B, vector V and vector B, Both are lying on the plane of this white board. What is the perpendicular direction to these vectors? So it will be either this directed in this direction, in outside direction, or it is directed inward. It's clear? Means perpendicular to this whiteboard, directed outward or directed inward. This will be the perpendicular direction. What will be the exact direction? How will you find? So there is a right hand rule. This is the right hand. It is clear. What will you do? You will place the palm of the right hand along the velocity vector and the curling of its fingers towards the magnetic field vector. Then the direction of thumb will give the direction of force. You can see here. What will be the direction of force here on the positive charge? It will be perpendicular to the whiteboard in the inward direction. In the inward direction. And this inward direction is represented by this symbol. It is represented by this symbol. It is clear? What is the direction of force on the positive charge? Perpendicular to the plane of whiteboard in the inward direction. This will be the direction of force. But now see here, suppose if it is negatively charged, then how will you find? So you find out the direction like this and then take the opposite of that. So on the negatively charged particle, it is perpendicular to the plane of paper in outward direction. It will be in the outward direction. It is clear. So this way we can find the direction of force. Now see here, means the force will be perpendicular to the vector V as well as perpendicular to the vector B. It will be perpendicular to both the vectors. It is clear? So see here, up to now I have told you about the qualitative definition of magnetic field. Means what is the qualitative meaning of magnetic field? Suppose if you have to determine the strength of magnetic field, then how will you determine? What will be the quantitative definition? Because the quantitative definition is very important. So you can see here, what is the quantitative definition of magnetic field? We consider force under two circumstances. When theta equals to 0 degree, theta equals to 0 degree means the magnetic field is in this direction and this charge particle is also moving in the same direction. Charge particle is also moving in the same direction. What will be the force? You can see here F equals to this force is a magnetic force. It is a magnetic force. Though force is force, there is nothing magnetic or electric. मीन्स ऐसा नहीं होगा कि मैग्नेटिक फोर्स कुछ अलग होगा, इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स कुछ अलग होगा. उसका ओरिजिन क्या है? मैग्नेटिज्म के कारण है. इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स का ओरिजिन इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के कारण है. So see here, F equals Q V B sine, and what is the angle? 0 degree, and sine 0 degree equals to 0. Therefore, it will become 0. Means what can you say? Suppose a magnetic field is existing in this direction, and if the charge particle is moving along this, whether it is moving in the direction of magnetic field or it is moving opposite to magnetic field, in both cases force will be 0. You can see here, if the particle is moving in this direction, what will be theta? Theta will be 180 degree, and theta equals to 180 degree. What is the force? QVB sine 180, and sine 180 degree equals to 0. Therefore, the force will become 0. Means if the charge particle is moving in the direction of magnetic field or opposite to magnetic field, it will experience no force. Whether it will deflect from its path? No, it will not deflect from its path. It's clear? It will not deflect from its path. Now I am going to explain the second case when theta equals to 90. And this definition, this case will lead to the quantitative definition of magnetic field when theta equals to 90. You can see here. All of you keep on noting. When theta equals to 90 degree, 90 degree means now magnetic field exists in this direction and the charge particle is moving in this direction, normal to the magnetic field. In this case, what will be the force? It will be QVB sine 90 degree. What is sine 90? It is equal to 1. That is equal to QVB. Now see here, as we know that sine theta has maximum value when theta equals to 90 degree. साइन थीटा की मैक्सिमम वैल्यू क्या होती है? 1. कब होती है? जब थीटा 90 डिग्री होता है. Therefore, the force will become maximum. There will be the maximum force. Means this charge particle Q will experience maximum force under which condition? When it is moving normal to the magnetic field. When it is moving normal to the magnetic field, it experiences maximum force. It's clear? Now from here you can write B equals to F max upon Q into V. If we take Q equals to 1 coulomb, it's clear, and V equals to 1 meter per second, 1 centimeter per second. Here CGS unit of Q I am not taking, stat coulomb. That is I am not taking. It is clear. So here I have taken Q equals to 1, V equals to 1. Then what will be force? Then force will be, no, B will be, what will be B? It will be F max divided by 1 into 1. Means F max. Means how will you describe the magnetic field quantitatively? It is numerically equal to the force experienced by a unit positive charge. Force experienced by the unit positive charge when it moves with the unit velocity in a direction normal to the magnetic field. Magnetic field is numerically equal to the force experienced by unit positive charge when it moves with the unit velocity. Unit velocity means 1 meter per second, 1 centimeter per second in a direction normal to the magnetic field. Means how will you write here? Therefore, magnetic field is numerically equal to force experienced by unit positive charge. When moved in a direction, when it moves in a direction with unit velocity, in a direction normal to magnetic field. This is the quantitative definition of the magnetic field. It is clear? Now see here, sometimes we write here maximum force. So whether you write maximum or not, it is understood when it is moving normal to the magnetic field means experiencing maximum force. So this is the quantitative definition of magnetic field. Now see here, what will be the SI unit of magnetic field? That also you can see here. That also we will deduce from this formula. SI unit of magnetic field. So as we know that B equals to what? F upon Q into V into sine theta. F upon Q into V upon sine theta. Now you put the units here, write the units. So force, it is Newton. Q, it is Coulomb. V, it is meter per second. Sine theta don't have any unit. Now what is Coulomb upon second? Coulomb upon second is ampere, that you know. Coulomb upon second equals to ampere. There is one formula, I equals to Q upon T. I equals to Q upon T. So this is the Coulomb upon second is ampere. So we can write it as Newton Coulomb upon second ampere meter. Means the SI unit is Newton per ampere per meter. This is the SI unit. Now, on the honor of one scientist, Tesla, it is known as Tesla. It's clear. It is named as Tesla also. Means one Tesla, Tesla this. What is SI unit of magnetic field? Newton per ampere per meter or Tesla. 1 Tesla equals to 1 Newton per ampere per meter. It is clear? Now there is one more SI unit of this. That is Weber per meter square. Weber, that we will study afterwards. In the same chapter, we will see there is one more SI unit, Weber per meter square. Now see here, you find out its dimensional formula. Then I will ask, you find out what is the dimensional formula of the this. All of you find out. Have you calculated the dimensional formula of this? So see here, what will be the dimensional formula of B? So dimensional formula unit is Newton per ampere per meter. Newton means MLT minus 2. Ampere, it is a fundamental unit, that is A, and meter, it is L. So what will be? It will be MA minus 1 T minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of the magnetic field. So this is all about the magnetic field. Now tomorrow I will explain you the other formula related to the magnetic field. So all of you remember one thing, that what is the smallest entity which can produce the magnetic field? Whether it is magnetic monopoles? No. Magnetic monopoles cannot produce magnetic field. It is the dipole which produces the magnetic field. It is not like the electric field. In electric field, what happens? Positive charge produces magnetic field. Negative charge produces electric field. Positive charge produces electric field. Negative charge produces electric field, and then the group of positive and negative charges also, which we call the electric dipole, that also produces electric field. But in the magnetic field, there is a slight difference. What is the difference? Number one, monopoles cannot produce magnetic field. And why they cannot produce magnetic field? Because the monopoles don't exist independently. Monopoles independently exist nahi karte hain. What is the smallest entity? What is the smallest entity which can produce the magnetic field? It is the magnetic dipole, which we call as a magnet. It is magnet which produces magnetic field. So tomorrow we will discuss the difference between the electrostatics and magnetostatics. So today I am ending the class here only. Now
Thank
whether
you,
it
sir.